And then, I met so many cool people in the gym space. Will Berkman was actually competing when I met him, and he kind of talked me into doing my first comp.
Where was that? Tell us where you were training and what that first comp
So
was.
I was training at just a fitness first that Will and I worked in. So we were working on reception together. We were both
Hmm.
20 or 21, and he had competed maybe once, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, there's some comps, you should get into it." And he was kind of telling me about what the standard was. And I was like, "Oh, I'm already kind of up to that national standard, not winning or anything, but that national standard as a junior, I'll give it a
Hmm.
crack." I actually signed up for my first comp, which was going to be hosted by Simon Bergner, and I actually got a concussion
Hey,
playing basketball about 3 weeks before that. And then I was like, "Okay, well, I can't do the comp because I have to miss a week of training."
hmm.
So I pushed it back to a comp that I did in December of 2014. It was at a gym called
Okay.
PTC Sydenham, which no longer exists.
Yeah. So who
Yeah,
was the owner
Jimmy.
there?
Yeah,
Jimmy.
he's a great guy.
I remember. Yeah, I remember that guy.
And actually I met John Tran at that comp. I met Joey Zingini at that comp. I met, a few Dave Chung, a few other people
Yep.
who
Yep.
was sort of staples in the powerlifting world and still are. Yeah, that was my first comp.
Yeah. I think I met David Chung in 2007, and he'd been around for a long time in 2007. Um, Still getting about now with what he does, USAPL
Yeah,
stuff
not really
in
too sure what
Australia.
he's doing. It's funny. I actually trained at the PCYC that he worked at.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I
North
trained
Sydney
there
one.
for a while, but I wasn't powerlifting then. I was
So
just
where
lifting.
Dominic Cadden also trained there.
Yes. And I remember one day on a Saturday, I was there training biceps because that's what we did on Saturdays
Hmm.
before
Yep.
we went out. And there was a powerlifting
Of
comp on.
course.
And I'd never seen a powerlifting comp. This was about 2012. And
Right.
wasn't really paying any attention because it was like on in the hall in the back, like away from the gym area.
Hmm.
And I just heard all this noise. It was like people screaming and yelling. And I was like, I'll peek into the room. And there was this really big dude. He would have been your size, like 160 plus kilos, blood pressure through the absolute roof. His face was so red because he had his equipped suit on and his wraps on. And he was waddling to the
Uh-huh.
platform before he would. And I didn't know this at the time, but he was about to time out. And that's why everyone was yelling because they're like, hurry up, get on the platform because he was about to time out.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah,
peeked
right,
around and
right.
I watched him do his squat, and he did not get it. And that was the first powerlifting comp I ever saw. It was just by accident at PCYC Sydney, North Sydney.
CYC Sydney. Wow, okay. I wonder who that was.
Yeah, I've honestly no
Do
idea.
you
No
don't know who
idea.
that
Not a
was, do
clue.
you? Fascinating. Fascinating.